I told the team after the second period that it was a really fun game to coach because I felt I could just roll any line I wanted to out there. I thought they were all going all night long. So, I didn't have to really worry about matchups or those types of things. And that's what makes my job easy when they're playing great. I said, don't be focused on the score. Just be focused on continuing that type of play. And, we scored that goal to make it 2-1, and they got one, and we just kept coming and eventually tied it up. And I was really happy with the way we played in overtime as well. I thought we had a lot of good chances in overtime. So, it's a tie in the books. I'm glad we got the extra point, but I was just really happy with our effort and our ability to stay with the game plan and not panic.
Okay, Bob Joyce, go ahead.
So to follow up on that comment, Mike, there wasn't any frustration whatsoever on the bench as well as Spencer was playing in the first couple of periods. In the first 12 minutes of the second period, you threw everything at Spencer and had nothing to show for it.
Yeah, when we talked in between periods, we said, hey, listen, the story of this game is not going to be UConn played fantastic. They deserve better, but Spencer Knight stood on his head. We said, we got to will some pucks into the net. We're not going to let that be the story of the game. And I think the kids went into the third period with that mindset.
Dan Connolly, go ahead.
Leading up to those final 3 minutes, did you feel your team was doing the things necessary to be able to score goals, and then Knight was just stopping them, or did something change in that final 3 minutes with how you were approaching attacking the net?
No, we just kept going to the net. We had some traffic on Jan's goal. I don't think he saw that goal. On Gatcombe's goal, we threw a puck to the net. There was a rebound, and Knight didn't have any chance on that. And then the last goal, and that's a pro goal. It's a pro pass by Vlad, and Johnny's finish was fantastic. So we just stayed with it. And I think we have a great chance to win it in overtime if Shandor's stick doesn't break. It was a really good opportunity to win it there in overtime.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jerry.
Spencer Knight, it's tough to play because how do you keep the forwards making their approach and going on him, how well he had played in that second period? What's the thing that you got the forwards to think about and attacking him in that third?
Nothing changes, Jerry. We talk all the time. There's a lot of great goaltenders. A lot of these guys have aspirations to play in the NHL. Carey Price is pretty good. Bobrovsky's pretty good. Valesky's pretty good. If you want to be a pro, you got to do the little things. You got to shoot the puck to score. You got to screen. You got to go to the net and get rebounds. So Spencer's a fantastic goalie. He's a super goaltender, right? But if he can't see the puck, it's hard to stop it. And we just got to keep doing a better job of taking his eyes away and pounding for rebounds. It's a simple formula.
I thought your fourth line did a really good job at setting the pace and keeping things going. When your first line was getting a lot of attention, they really took up that play, especially in the second period.
Which one's our fourth line?
The fourth line really did a good job at setting the pace for you guys. When the first line was getting a lot of attention from BC's checking.
Yeah, I guess my point is I don't think we have a fourth line. I think we have four great lines. And if you looked at, with the exception of special teams, I think everybody played pretty equal amount. I wasn't double shifting lines. I was just rolling four. So I think that type of depth is what can help you win hockey games.
And Jan did a great job getting that goal and really played an exceptionally strong third period.
He did. I thought he had a great game.
Thanks, Mike.
Bob, did you have another one, or are you all set?
No, Jerry kind of covered my question. I was going to ask about the Howarth line with Shandor and Twerberg. They just seemed to really dictate a lot of energy tonight, Mike. They played really, really well among your four lines. I mean, you didn't really have a bad line all night.
Nope. And, all three of those kids skate really, really well. It was so nice to get Kale back into the lineup. He gives us a lot of depth, killing penalties. And I think when you skate that well, you put a lot of pressure on teams, forechecking. And that's how we were able to get some turnovers and get some zone time against them. You can't let them run downhill and play, in your offensive, in your defensive zone the whole game. So we had to establish some offensive zone time down there and make them play defense. And they're a great team. And I know tomorrow is going to be a war.
And Mike,
Okay.
Channel 8,
Go.
how do you keep that going? This, from where we sit, it feels like a win in my eyes. I know it's just a tie over a number one team in the country. You've got the momentum going into tomorrow, or do you? I mean, do you feel like you guys are going to be coming out, maybe flying a little higher, getting goals, hopefully maybe in the first period as opposed to, in the third?
Geez, I hope so, John. That'd be nice. But I think, we just have to the thing when you play in this league, and I tell my players all the time, anybody can beat anybody and have a great game. But in this league, you got to do it night after night. That's what separates the really good teams in this league and the okay teams. I shouldn't say – there's a lot of really good teams. There's not one easy game you're going to play. But if you want to be a top 4 team in this league, you've got to be able to repeat it the next night, that type of effort and performance. That's what the really good teams do. So our kids know that, and BC knows that. So I know they're going to come, and we're going to get their very best game tomorrow, and we better be able to play our very best game, or it'll be a different result.